I'm Bob Wagner. I'm the Director for Parks, Recreation, and Social Services. Wanted to welcome everybody to the 2022 Hillsborough Township Memorial Day Parade here in Hillsborough Township. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, Veterans Way is our Police Honor Guard. I am pleased to introduce the members of our Hillsborough Police Honor Guard: Detective Richard Yock, Detective Dave Brown, Officers Mike LeBoy. Our motorcycle police, our two motorcyclists are with us today. Up comes our Hillsborough Township police vehicles. Our other police vehicle. Coming down Beekman Lane is the Hillsborough Township marching band, as you can see. And there's Annette Ferrara Henderson. And making their way onto Veterans Way is the Hillsborough Township High School Marching Band. Comes the Hillsborough Township High School Marching Band. Welcome. Big round of applause for the Hillsborough High School Marching Band. Coming up is our Grand Marshal.
Veteran Alan McRae.
Welcome, Veteran Alan McRae. Welcome. Coming up in a Mercury Cyclone. Coming up now on Veterans Way is our Hillsborough Veterans with our Hillsborough Veterans banners. Welcome. Welcome, Hillsborough Hillsborough veterans. Welcome Hillsborough veterans coming up through the Veterans Way, carrying the Hillsborough Township banner. Good morning. We're going to have you put the banner right here in the front. Thank you for carrying it with us today. Can't hear me? Thank you very much. The New Jersey Regional AACA is grateful to Hillsborough Township for the opportunity to once again help organize a classic car segment of today's parade honoring those who gave their lives so that we may live in freedom. The NJRAACA was formed in 1951 for the enjoyment and preservation of automobile history. New Jersey Region's AACA and the members are always looking for new members to share their passion, knowledge, and love of historic automobiles. Please stop by and see Bob Hudak in the NJRAACA membership booth at the car show today that will be taking place after the parade. Coming up first is a 1993 Buick Roadmaster, followed by a 1930 Model A pickup truck, followed by a 1930 Ford Model A, followed by a 1933 Pontiac, and now coming up is a 1946 Chevy truck, now making its way down is a 1949 Dodge Power Wagon. Behind the Power Wagon is a 1953 Chevy Bel Air. Coming up is a 1959 Ford Custom 300. Making its way down is a 1962 Chevy Corvette. Behind the Corvette is a 1965 Ford Galaxy LTD. Go pet the dogs, Pam. Coming up is a 1966 Olds F85. Behind the Oldsmobile is a 1967 Alfa Romeo GT 1300 Junior. Behind the Alfa coming up is a 1969 Mercury Cougar convertible. Coming down the road now is a 1976 Volkswagen Super Beetle convertible in a nice yellow. followed by a 1988 Pontiac Fiero V6. And coming up is a 1988 Mercury Cougar LS Special Edition. Coming up now is the Central Jersey Motor Pool. Founded in 2006, this is the Central Jersey Military Motor Pool, a non-profit historic military vehicle collectors organization. This group is an affiliation of the Military Vehicle Preservation Association. All vehicles are privately owned by club members who volunteer their time to display them at special events to help educate the public and to honor the veterans who served in our nation's military. We welcome the Central Jersey Military Motor Pool to our parade. Coming up next is the Hillsborough Rocket Dance Group. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hillsborough Rockettes and Rocket Senior Dance Group. The Hillsborough Rockets, there they go. Our seniors who have been here almost 30 years have danced for veterans, nursing homes, seniors, and fundraisers. The Rockettes are an unpaid volunteer organization which supports the township. They're willing to perform on any occasion. Just have to reach out to them. So welcome. Our fire departments are now passing on Beekman Lane. Again, our volunteer fire departments are making their way up Beekman Lane. Passing on Beekman Lane is the Woods Road Firehouse, fire trucks. Smile, Paul. Hillsborough Volunteer Fire Company number 3 is making their way down Beekman Lane. Making their way down Beekman Lane is Fire Company number 37 in their ladder truck. Hillsborough tanker number 37 making its way down. Hi, Paul. DPW coming down here? Is DPW coming down there or staying on Beacon Lane? Okay.
Did you announce the fire guys that went by?
Yeah. Coming down Beacon Lane is the Township of Hillsborough Public Works Department. Operates and maintains the infrastructure of the township's 250 plus miles of roadways. Maintains all municipal grounds and buildings on township open space. The annual Township Memorial Day Parade and 4th of July celebrations are amongst the many community-oriented affairs the department takes in. Now coming down Veterans Way, passing in front of us now is the Rotary Club of Hillsborough, which has been serving our community for the past 67 years through their many hands-on projects and financial contributions, supporting a wide variety of community needs, including college scholarships, disaster relief, families with special needs children, and active and former militaries, just to name a few. Welcome to the Hillsborough Rotary Club. Good to see you guys getting some exercise today. That's good. And the Hillsborough Rotary Van, welcome. Get rid of all the candy. Next coming up is Robert Wood Johnson. Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health EMA, wants to remember all of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for freedom. Welcome for being here today with us. Watch it, that dog bites, Mayor. Now, coming down Veterans Way, we have our recreational sports. Nearly 900 children from ages 3 to 18 play recreation soccer in the spring and fall seasons here in Hillsborough. It's always a great sight to see the fields full of children having fun playing soccer on a Saturday morning. Also, our recreational softball league provides a fun way for girls in grades K through 8 to learn and improve their softball skills. The girls are having a great season so far this year, I'm told. So welcome. Welcome to the Hillsborough Recreation Sports Groups. Welcome, thanks for coming out today. So we got some of the soccer balls today, soccer shirts of them, the American flags are out. See some fancy soccer shirts coming down. Thanks for coming out today. Thanks for having us. Thanks for being here. Welcome, guys, in the soccer shirts. That's a bright orange with lime green shirts coming in. I see some blue shirts, some gray shirts coming down. Okay. And as just a reminder, you will be able to watch this as a replay on Hillsborough Channel 29 and the YouTube Hillsborough channel as well. Coming down Veterans Way, Hillsborough Baseball League. HBL is a completely volunteer-run organization that offers recreational baseball programs throughout the spring season. The goal of HBL is to provide an environment where all children can develop their baseball skills while having a fun experience being part of a team. HBL offers recreational teams ages 5 through 18. Through our buddy leagues, we also provide one of the area's only baseball leagues for mentally and physically challenged youth. So welcome to Hillsborough Baseball League. Thanks for coming out with us today. We also have the Hillsborough High School Running Raiders and the Unified Track and Field teams. Is made up of students who are part of the Hillsborough Special Needs programs and their peers. The team competes and meets against other teams in running, jumping, throwing, and relay events while demonstrating appropriate social skills and being supportive teammates. The Running Raiders would like to thank the Hillsborough community for being so supportive of our team. So welcome.
Thank you.
Hillsborough Municipal. Hi, Griffin's sister. Hillsborough Municipal Alliance is a volunteer group of the community working to reduce substance abuse, educate the community on available resources, and reduce the stigma about substance abuse issues. The Municipal Alliance provides prevention education for the community and throughout the school. I call that his sister. And coming down now, Veterans Way, is Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts of the United States are celebrating 110 years in 2022, and they have served over 59 million girls in grades kindergarten through 12. Our own Hillsborough Service Unit 72, remains strong with over 50 troops and 700 members here today. As the Girl Scouts come down, we have representation from troop number 60561, troop number 61020, troop number 60361, troop number 62517, troop number 60789, troop number 61162, troop number 61096, and troop number 60349. Thank you very much for the Girl Scouts of Hillsborough for coming out with us today. More Girl Scouts coming down. I see troop number 60361. I can read that because the numbers are big. And have another troop number coming down. 62517 is with us here today. Welcome to the Girl Scouts. Thanks for coming out and helping with us today. And coming down, we have Carla Metz. It's a USOA Team New Jersey. Kayla is United States of America Team New Jersey. She's happy to join us today and honor the veterans who served in our nation's military. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Well, you two are supposed to be up in the front. You're bringing up the back? Ah, welcome. Thanks for coming out today. I'm going to call you out. Welcome. Thanks for coming. And now coming up Veterans Way, we have ATA Legacy. ATA Legacy is celebrating 25 years serving the Hillsborough community. Please welcome Master Lee and ATA Legacy Demo Team. Welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Yeah!
Welcome, ATA. Welcome to our stilt walkers standing there.
Hey guys, I was just late, that's all.
And, okay, you were part of the military group, but we're glad you made it. We'll get you on the camera, don't worry.
Thank you.
Wanted to welcome everybody to the 2022 Hillsborough Township Memorial Day Commemoration. My name is Bob Wagner. I am the Director for Parks, Recreation, and Social Services here at the Township. I'd like to introduce some members that we have up here today with me. We have Senator Andrew Zwicker that is with us, Assemblyman Roy Fryman, Commissioner Paul Drake, Somerset County Clerk Steve Peter is here. I have Miss Joan beyond me, but I believe she has left. Mayor Sean LaPanny, Deputy Mayor Janine Erickson, Committeeman Frank Delcourt, Committeeman Doug Thompson. I guess Doug brought his own cheering crew with him. All right, and Committeeman Bob Britting. At this time, I invite Pastor Tim Wolf to join me up here to read the invocation. You know where you. Thank you.
Good morning. Will you please uncover and bow your heads with me as we pray? Our God and Father, your word tells us that greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for one's friends. We are thankful that we can freely assemble on this Memorial Day weekend to remember and honor the sacrifice of those who have laid down their lives for us in service of our country. Our hearts are heavy as we consider the many men and women from every race, color, and creed that served, fought, and died in the wars of the past and present. Lord, please give peace and strength to those families and friends who have lost loved ones. Lift up the hearts of those for whom this weekend is a time of mourning. And we commend to your gracious care in keeping all the men and women who currently serve in our armed forces in domestic and foreign fields. Grant to them a sense of your abiding presence wherever they may be. Bring them home safely and soon. And this morning, Lord, we also celebrate those veterans who are among us. They have served a duty that precious few are willing to undertake. It is because of their courage and sacrifice that we live in a country that is second to none. So, Lord, as we remember and honor all those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country, we ask your blessing on this Garden of Honor ceremony. We thank you and pray in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Tim. At this time, I invite Mayor Sean LaPanny to lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
Stand up.
Mayor.
Turn and face the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Please notice to my right the Hillsborough High School Band as they play the national anthem under the direction of Miss Jules Parham. Thank you, Jules, and to all of the students in the band for your wonderful performance that you do each and every year for us here at Memorial Day. Thank you again. Next, I'd like to invite up Hillsborough Township Mayor Sean Lepani to say a few words. Mayor?
Good morning. I kept the rain away. Couldn't do anything about the heat, sorry. We do have an acknowledgement. I got the wrong book. I know. Thank you, Bob. Also like to thank our bagpiper today. You'll be hearing him again during the wreath ceremony. Retired Franklin Police Officer Larry Booker. Again, thank you for joining us today. I mentioned before, you know, when things disappear, you don't know how much you miss them until you can't have them. So the events of the past few years made me wish or miss what we got here today. So thank you for being back. I'm honored to be speaking with you on a significant day of commemoration. We here in Hillsborough honor our service members and remember the sacrifices they have made for our freedom. Thank you to all our veterans seated over to my left here for leading us in the commemoration program again this year. Many of you were just inside with us at the Veterans Breakfast. Yeah, feedback. And I am of strong opinion that as a society, we can never do enough to recognize and honor our veterans. Thank you for answering the call to duty. Your leadership and selfless dedication have made our armed forces the most respected in the world. So again, please join me in a round of applause for our Hillsborough veterans, and thank you once again for being here with us, and more importantly, thank you for your service. I also like to acknowledge here, if you look where our flags are, I'd like to add a special note of recognition to Rob Jorgensen of Twin Oaks Landscaping for the beautification of our Garden of Honor, as well as the Rotary Club of Hillsborough for their donation from funds raised last year through the Flags of Heroes campaign last fall. So thank you to Rob and to Rotary. I invite Rotary up now to present the check.
Thank you very much, everybody. We're happy to be part of the community here and happy to present this contribution to the Township Veterans Fund, and happy Memorial Day. Okay, good. This is the
Wait. Oh. Get Rich in here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben and Rotary, for the donation to the Veterans Fund. The Flags for Heroes was our first year. We did that last year. We'll be doing that again this year, so if you didn't know what it was, we actually, over here by where the band is, we put flags up with commemoration of a friend or a family or someone that served. You can put a flag up in their dedication, and the funds from those proceeds, as you see what we got back today. And finally, you may have noticed over here to the left, those folding flag stations along the walkway. Thank you, Eagle Scout Nick Henderson, for this patriotic addition to our grounds. I invite Nick up for a presentation. Slide over this way. You will be. Another one for Nick. So, if you don't know, what he did was he gave you the exact steps of folding a flag, so good lesson there. And we used that today when we got the flag that we presented to our Grand Marshal today. Memorial Day was declared a national holiday through an act in Congress in 1971. And it roots back to the Civil War era. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, unlike Veterans Day, Memorial Day honors all military members who have died while serving the U.S. forces. Honoring those individuals who paid the ultimate sacrifice, that is what Memorial Day is. Our servicemen and women write a blank check, up to including their life for our freedom. To that we owe a debt of gratitude. I ask that you keep those men and women who are currently serving in your thoughts and pray for their safe return home. In America, there is no other observance more somber, no commemoration more significant than Memorial Day. It is on Memorial Day that we honor and mourn those servicemen and women who did not return home from defending our great nation. There is nothing we can say that will ever ease the pain of those brokenhearted, those families who patiently awaited for their return. It is important that we know that their loved ones will always hold a special place in the history and hearts of the United States. Over this weekend, in America's cities and towns, flags will be placed on graves in cemeteries. Public officials will speak of the sacrifice and the valor of those servicemen and women whose memory we honor and we gather in solemn remembrance. We must always remember these sacrifices and the enduring legacy of freedom born of them. The saying is, freedom isn't free. This is what it's about. On Monday, we ask everyone to observe a moment of silence at 3 p.m. Remember, as a remembrance of our fallen heroes, it is those souls that we honor this weekend. Those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice on the altar of freedom. It is this who we are grateful to today and every day. Our nation, the United States of America, the greatest nation ever to grace this earth, is a beacon of enduring freedom because of them. Thank you again. Okay. How do you get the way of the land? Working off two books. It is my distinct honor at this time to introduce our 2022 Grand Marshal, Hillsborough resident Alan McCrae Jr. Veteran McCrae was born in the Bronx and spent his early years in North Carolina before returning back to the Bronx when he was 15. In 1961, he was drafted into the Army and began training at Fort Dix, New Jersey. He will be sharing more about his service during his address at the Garden of Honor ceremony. Grand Marshal McCrae, please come forward and ask to share this with you.
Good morning. My topic for my speech this morning will be what it means to me to be a veteran. First, I would like to thank Mayor Sean LePupper and thank the Hillsborough Township for giving me this honor today. To have the chance to speak to you on Memorial Day is an honor of a lifetime for this proud veteran. In his inauguration speech in January 1961, President John F. Kennedy issued this challenge to every American. Ask not what you can do for your country. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. That same year, 1961, I entered the United States Army, I wanted to do what I could for my country. I was 19 years old, a kid from Bronx, New York. I had an uncle in the middle of 30 years of military career that would include the Korean War and Vietnam. When I saw Uncle Joe with his service ribbons all over his uniform, it made a powerful impression. My basic training was at Fort Dix, New Jersey. I was sent to Hamburg, Germany then, and to France for a year, then back to Hamburg. That was the Berlin Wall was going up. I worked in communication, interpreted code that was incepted. Part of my unit was sent to Vietnam. One day when I was 21 years old, President Kennedy visited my post in Hamburg. He came there. He stood in the room with the men who symbolized at the moment the light of freedom for the whole world. We stood together as Americans, a president, and those of us pledged to do what we could for our country. I speak today about what it means to be a veteran. I think often of meeting President Kennedy. I remember the way I gave what I could for my country. Others gave much more. Many gave their help and comfort. Some gave their lives. Today is the day we remember all the sacrifice most dearly. Today is the day we honor veterans and service members for doing what they did and are doing to give us this day of freedom in May 2022 as we stand together under a beautiful heaven. Look at us, each one different, each one our own story and memories and belief. But all of us believe that the blessings of freedom is the one of the most precious gifts God has given us. Our veterans made this day possible. They are making free tomorrow possible too. I am a veteran, but I don't claim credit. I gave credit because I enjoy the same freedom you do. For this day of freedom, it took millions of men and women doing what they could do for this country. Not just Alan McRae. I belong to the VFW. I serve my fellow comrades who cannot serve themselves. I would like to pause for this minute. A lot of people don't even know we exist here in Hillsborough. I would like to introduce you to the comrades of Post 8371. Would you stand, please, wherever you are? I'm grateful to have had the honor to serve under Commander Fellas for the last few years. Thank you. We send cards packaged to service members and to their families. I surely feel I should be, ought to be, for my brothers in arms, my sisters in arms. You heard me say my sisters in arms. I am filled with pride today, this Memorial Day, to share with you that my granddaughter, Shanae, is herself a 6-year Army veteran, trained as a logistics specialist. She done tours in Korea, Fort Lee, Virginia, Washington State, and her last assignment was Louisiana. Shanae didn't ask what her country could do for her. I am proud because she asked what she could do for her country, for my country, for our country, our America. We owe Shanae our thanks, and we owe all veterans, living and dead, the deepest gratitude. this Veteran Day, thank you again, Mayor Sean Lippill, the Deputy Mayor, the Town Committee, and Pam for all the assistance they gave to me. I thank you here in this crowd today. Being a veteran to me is a source of pride, but it includes a responsibility. We must constantly be aware that we as soldiers is deployed. He or she is in active service. But don't let us forget, so is the family back home. A military family on active duty is as certain as the man or woman in uniform. Let us remember the service and sacrifice of military families this Memorial Day too. When I ask the question, what does it mean to me to be a veteran? It all comes down to this. For those who serve and sacrifice for me and my country, I feel the responsibility to serve and sacrifice for them. I am a deacon in my church. I always hear the word, often see the word in the Bible ask me, am I my brother's keeper, my sister's keeper? And I thank all of you who support our armed service members during the perilous days we are living. Those armed service members are fathers and mothers. They are uncles and aunts. They are sons and daughters, grandsons and granddaughters. Thank you all. God bless you all. May freedom continue to reign. God bless America, and God bless Hillsborough, New Jersey. Thank you.
Alan.
Thank you, Veteran Alan McRae. At this time, we will conduct the wreath-laying ceremony, honoring those who had fallen in battle. As we call the name of your organization, please come forward to the Garden of Honor, stand before your wreath, and remain there until all organizations have been recognized. I'd ask that our bagpiper play at this point. As your organization is called, please stand in front of your wreath. First group up will be the Hillsborough Township Committee. Next up will be our Hillsborough Police Department. Flagtown Fire Company, number 36. Route 206, Fire Company number 37. Woods Road, Fire Company number 38. NESHANIC Fire Company number 48. Hillsborough Veterans Committee. Hillsborough Republicans. Hillsborough Democrats. The NESHANIC Garden Club. Hillsborough Senior Chapter A. Hillsborough Senior Chapter B. Hillsborough Board of Education.
Tom.
You guys have a read something? You have a read? VFW 8371. Thank you. I will now introduce Hillsborough High School chorale member Liam Bettle, who will perform Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, shine brightly as the sun. We know the days to sing God's praise, then when we first begun.
Thank you. Next, I'm pleased to introduce the members of our Police Honor Guard who will provide the traditional single volley. I'm going to introduce the two members of the Hillsborough Police. I'm going to introduce the members of the Police Honor Guard. Detective Richard Yock, Detective David Brown, and Officer Mike LeBoy.
Ready? Aim! Fire! Ready! Aim! Fire! Ready! Aim! Fire!
And now, Hillsborough High School band member Marcus Coyle will be performing taps. Thank you, Marcus. How about another round of applause for our singer Liam and our bugler Marcus? Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the program this morning. Make sure you stop over to the parking lot across the stage to get a closer look at the vehicles from the New Jersey Antique Automobile Club. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend.